Good morning and assalamu alaikum dear students. I hope you all are well and fine and good. I welcome you back to the class. I hope you are safe at home, you're washing your hands, you're using mask when you go out of your home, and you are keeping social distance. So keep it up and well done if you are doing so. So let's start our lecture. Dear students, in the last class we have started our chapter and the name of the chapter was How Animals Live. This is our chapter number 2 and it is on page number 12. What kind of things we have learned in this chapter? There are some of the processes which are necessary for a life of animal, from which when we have done and we will start up today's lecture from next of the process. What are these? Let's see. So students, as I told you that in this chapter we are going to learn some of the important processes of animals, from which number 1 was breathing, number 2 is feeding, and number 3 is movement. In last class we have learned about breathing in animals, from which we have learned how the animals breathe or respire, how do they get energy. Okay, so there are different animals and they breathe through different ways. Let's have a short flashback of previous lecture so we could continue. So students, if we talk about breathing in animals, we know that all the animals breathe. If we talk about the land animals like all the birds, reptiles, mammals, they breathe or respire through their lungs. If we talk about fish or water animals, they breathe through their gills. Lungs and gills are pouch-like or bag-like structure which are full of small tubes called blood vessels. Remember? Other than these animals, there's a group of animals known as amphibians, such as frog. Amphibians can live on both. On land they can live, in water they can live. If they are on land, they breathe through their lungs. But if they are under the water, they use their moist skin for the respiration. Other than this, all the insects breathe through their spiracles. Spiracles are the tiny holes through which insects take in air and give out air. When they take in air, oxygen is absorbed. When they give out air, that air has carbon dioxide. Okay, so they respire through their spiracles, the small holes in their abdominal region known as spiracles. So students, here we go with the next important process, that is feeding in animals. Before that, we should know that what is feeding. Feeding is one of the important process of all living creatures, as plants prepare their food in their body, but animals get their food from any of the source. So simply we can say that the feeding is a process by which animals obtain their food. All animals need food to stay alive. Why should we get food? Why do we need food? We need food to get the energy, we need food to grow. You must have heard the name of some of the nutrients like proteins, fats, vitamins, minerals like calcium, iron. All these nutrients we get in the form of food. Okay, because food is the fuel of our body. Food is the fuel of all animals' body. So here you can see some of the food habits of different animals, like giraffe eating leaves here, lion eating meat here. Okay, this giraffe cannot eat meat, likewise this lion cannot eat leaves. But there are the animals like bear, they can eat meat and they can eat plants as well. Okay, now we are going to see that how we have divided the living organisms and animals into different categories according to their feeding habits. So let's see. Animals have been divided into different types. So let's see the types of animals on the basis of their feeding. There are three main types of animals according to their feeding habit, from which number 1 is herbivores. Herbivores are the animals like horse. Number 2 is carnivores. Carnivores are the animals like tiger. And number 3 is omnivores. Omnivores are the animals like mouse. Now we are going to learn herbivores, carnivores and omnivores in detail, that how they are grouped and how they are grouped separately and what are their common examples. So let's begin. So students, do you know that why I have decided to put the background, this background, the green background or the background having the grass? Because here we are going to learn about herbivores. We are going to learn about herbivores. What are the herbivores? Those animals that feed on plants, herbs and shrubs are called herbivores. Okay, if any animal is eating plant either in the form of grass, leaves, herbs and shrubs, so that is the herbivorous animal or herbivore. Okay, herbs and shrubs are basically smaller plants or the parts of plant. Okay, herb indicates plant, vor indicate feeding habit. So herbivorous animals are those animals that feed on plants. If we talk about their teeth, they have sharp front teeth for biting. Here you can see in the picture, these are their front teeth. These front teeth are sharp enough to bite their food or to bite the plant or grass or leaves. Okay, why they are sharp? Because with the help of their front teeth, they have to bite their food. But if we talk about their back teeth, in the mouth, there are back teeth. Their back teeth are large, not sharp. Okay, why large back teeth are there? Because they have to grind the food with the help of their large back teeth. They are biting their food with the front teeth. This is why they are sharp. And large back teeth are there because with the help of these large back teeth, they grind their food. Good example we are having is sheep, cow and horse. Here you can see in the picture that all these plants are eating grass. Okay, other than grass they eat herbs, shrubs and other parts of the plant. Here we have a group of animals known as rodents. Rodents are, what are the rodents? The small herbivores that gnaw seeds and fruits, and they are called as rodents. This word gnaw, the gnaw indicates, means small herbivores that bite or chew, seeds and fruits. If we talk about the normal herbivores or the bigger herbivores, so they eat leaves, plants, herbs, shrubs. But if we talk about the rodents, rodents are the smaller herbivores and they gnaw seeds and fruits. Okay, the good examples are rabbits, squirrel, rat, etc. Here we have another type of animals, that is carnivores. The animals that feed on other animals are called carnivores. Simply we can say that carnivores are meat eater animals. A carnivore is an organism that feeds or eats the meat or the flesh of animals. Sometimes carnivores are also known as predators because they hunt their food. Okay, if we talk about the teeth of carnivores, they have sharp pointed front teeth for tearing the flesh. You can see their front teeth, they are sharp plus pointed. When we were talking about herbivores, so their front teeth were just sharp enough to bite their food or bite the plant. But if we talk about carnivores, their front teeth are strong, their front teeth are sharp, their front teeth are pointed as well because they have to tear the flesh. If we talk about the back teeth of carnivorous animals, so back teeth of carnivorous animals, you can see that strong and have very sharp edges for chewing the bones or flesh. Their back teeth are also sharp. Okay, so the best example we are having as lion, cat, dog, tiger, cheetah and all. Fine. Here you can see that how it is, why These are called as predators because they hunt their food like this. They hunt other animals like this. Okay, so they are called as carnivorous animals. So students, other than those animals about which we have learned in previous slide, do you know that there are the birds as well? Flesh-eating birds have sharp, hooked beaks for tearing the flesh of their victim, and it looks like this. It's an eagle, and you can see the beak of this eagle. It is sharp enough to tear the flesh. It can easily tear the flesh because it is hooked plus sharp, and this is how they can easily hunt any of the prey. Okay, here you can see that with the help of beak how easily it is just eating a snake. Okay, other than this, the next point is they have sharp claws for catching their prey. Their claws look like this. Okay, these are their strong and sharp claws with the help of which they easily catch their prey. Here you can see that an eagle is just hunting a fish, and how easily it is just getting or catching its prey with the help of its strong claws. That's why they are also called as birds of prey. And the best examples are eagle, owl, etc. Here comes the last type of animals according to the feeding mode, and that is omnivores or omnivorous animals. The animals that feed on both plants and animals are called omnivores. Okay, here you can see that a bear is eating plant or the leaves of plant, and here another bear is there that is hunting a fish. Okay, these both are bears, but one is eating plants, another is hunting their prey and getting their food in the form of meat or flesh. Okay, so those animals that can feed on both plants and animals, they have different types of teeth that help them to eat both plants and animals and flesh. Omnivorous birds like crow have sharp and pointed beak to help them eat a variety of food. Okay, so if we take the examples, so animals, human beings are the good example, crow is a good example, and mouse. Okay, they are the examples of omnivores. They can eat both. They can eat plants. They can feed on different animals as well. Okay. So in this chapter, as I told you, that we are going to learn about some of the important processes of animals, including breathing, feeding and movement. Breathing we have done, feeding we have done. According to their feeding habit, we have divided all the living things into three main kinds or three main types: herbivores, plant-eating animals; carnivores, flesh-eating animals; omnivores, they can feed on both different animals and plants. Okay, so we have taken different examples of them, and we have learned about their shape of teeth and why their teeth is shaped so. Okay, now in the next class we will learn the process movement in detail, but here we are going to have you can say here we are going to know what is movement. So this process is going to be the last process of our chapter, and that is movement in animals. Okay, we will learn few of the things about movement in this chapter. Rest of the things would be discussed in next class. First of all, we should know that what is movement. Movement is act of moving from one place to another or changing the position is called movement. Okay, so why do animals move from place to place? Why don't they remain on the same place? Why they have to change their position? Animals move from one place to another place in search of food, shelter, and to escape from danger. Okay, these are some of the reasons due to which animals have to move. Animals have to change their position. Okay, if we talk about plants, plants remain on the same place for throughout their life, but animals move. Okay, so movement is the process for moving, or for moving from one place to another or changing the position. And animals have to move in search of food, in search of shelter, and when they feel themselves in a danger, so they escape from danger by movement. Okay, we will learn. Okay, we have classified the animals into different types according to their movement. As I told you that animals move about to look for food, water, shelter, to escape from danger, and also to find a mate to have young. Means another reason is reproduction. For the sake of reproduction, they have to move. Okay, so we have classified different animals into different categories according to their movement. Animals that fly, animals that walk and run, animals that swim, animals that crawl. The flying animals, why they are flying, okay, and the animals, they are walking, why they are walking, how they are walking, animals how they are swimming and how they are crawling. Okay, we will learn about them one by one in the next class. So here our today's lecture is completed. Okay, we have learned, or we have done the explanation from page 13 till 14. What you are supposed to do, you have to read the pages properly. You have to underline the important lines. Okay, in this lecture we have learned about feeding mode of animals. We have divided animals into three main kinds: herbivores, carnivores, and omnivores. We have discussed their examples. We have discussed how in their teeth are shaped, okay, and how they use their teeth for eating their prey or plants. Okay, different kind of things we have learned in this chapter. Inshallah, from the next class, we would start our last process, the process of movement in animals. Okay, how the animals are flying, how the animals walk, how the animals run, how the animals swim, and how the animals crawl. Okay, this is all we would discuss in the next class. Okay, so take care. Thank you so much for your time. I hope you have got all of the things. Best of luck for reading and learning. Keep learning, keep reading your book. Inshallah, we shall meet in the next class. Goodbye.